Hello, Virgo. I'm Clarifiers Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your energy update for the month of September 2021. I hope you're doing well. Be sure to check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign for a complete picture of all of the energies that you've got going on this month, because remember, you are more than your sun sign. I've got a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. Would love to have more Virgo energy in there. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they are available from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there as well. So let's find out what your energies are for this month. You've got the Noble one coming out first here. So there's something calling you to stand in your integrity and maybe do the right thing instead of the thing that's going to get you what you want quickly. This is interesting. So you're being asked to do the right thing rather than the thing that's going to have an instant win for you. I don't know how to explain this, but what I've noticed on here on YouTube with readings is, and with myself is, I try to be very real and authentic with my readings. They're not always positive. There's a lot of gnarly inner work there and stuff. I'm truthful with the energy. But when there, say with my pick a card reads, when there are more positive readings in there, I make more money, I get more views, and because people like things that appeal to the ego, they don't necessarily like the truth. And so sometimes when my readings are more truthy, gnarly, and it actually has a downturn effect on my business, which it does, I say to my guides, come on, guys, give me something back for this. And then they give me some more positive readings. But I'm always doing the right thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing the noble thing each time because it sits well with me when I do that. And my guys, they do keep me going, kind of thing. And I'm just hoping that people will drop their egos more to actually put the work in and to get this help. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sticking with it anyway. And that's what the energy that you're being called forth to do as well. It might not serve you in the short term, but it will in the long term eventually, and it's going to serve your heart and your soul anyway. So you're going to have to do the right thing. Past lives as well. So this could be about a connection, a past life connection. It could be about a relationship, or it could be anything really. Some kind of relationship, of course. It could be someone that you're working with. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be someone in your family. But you're going to have to do the right thing at some point, or maybe the whole month. I don't know. You could be called to do that. You could be put in like a situation that's kind of got a moral dilemma in it, and you're going to have to do the right thing. It's advisable to do the moral thing or the noble thing in that situation. It will come good in the end, and it's not going to be good in the short term for you. Have patience for the results, though. Patience, this is. Have patience for the results. So yeah, it's not going to be good for you in the short term. It will be for the long term. Still do the right thing anyway. You know, a lot of us, me and you watching this, we're here to instigate change, not to just be selfishly go along and do the easy thing and get those rewards and just kind of, oh, I'm all right. We're here to rock the boat. We're here to do something big and to lead change. And yes, there'll be a temporary hit while we're doing that, but it's going to come good in the end. You'll see. I believe it. Right, I'm going to pull 4 columns of tarot cards out for you. Because this is a monthly reading, it might be week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, but it might also be just a mishmash of the energies. It's going to go into the energies that are most important to you, so the gnarliest or the most important, the most significant life-changing energies. It's not going to go into the boring stuff here. So let's get into it. No, it's this one. Starting out, so it could be week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Starting out with the 3 of Swords here. So this is heartbreak, this is pain. Starting out in pain. Well, hopefully that transforms. But this is reciprocity, 6 of Pentacles. So it could be about your money. Yeah, it could be about where you're spending your money and what you're doing with your money. It could be about debts and things like that. It could be, you know, this noble thing that you need to do. It could be about making a tough decision to let someone crash if you've been bailing them out. It very well could be that. Yeah, reciprocity. Anyway, I'm going to get some clarifiers out for all of these. What else have we got? What else have we got for Virgo? What else? I am picking a financial element out here of it there. The Emperor. So you stepping into your power, being in control. That could be about the finances too, or about different areas of your life. It could be a turnaround month for you, where you stop doing the easy thing or step from a victimhood kind of an energy, which could be also victimhood energy doesn't mean that you're on the back foot all the time. It could be that you're helping other people out that you perceive as victims. For some of you, you're doing that. You're bailing other people out financially, and it's having a detrimental effect. And you need to do the right thing, the noble thing, the tough love thing. Let them crash and then figure it out themselves. They can do it themselves. You don't need to bail them out. And Four of Wands, this is a celebration. It can be the marriage card as well. So that could be about your love life. Let's see. So Three of Swords. This is heartbreak. This is some healing required. Starting the month out with this. Tell us why the Three of Swords is here for Virgo. What's this heartbreak about? That's too many. Let's try that again. What's this heartbreak about? It was that last card, the one that was up there. The World. So a cycle needs to complete. You need to stop doing the thing that's breaking your own heart, is what it is. You need to realize that it's this tough love thing. It's this doing the noble thing, doing the right thing for the long term. A cycle needs to complete, so you need to stop doing a thing that is keeping you in this victimhood energy, in this heartbreak energy. You're breaking your own heart by doing it. You could have thought that you were doing the right thing, but it's not really the right thing. It's just like, it's this energy of, do you give a man a fish or do you teach him how to fish? You might think that the good thing is to give him a fish. Well, no, not if he's going to starve tomorrow because you're not there to give him a fish. You need to teach him how to fish, right? It's about doing charity work, giving donations of food, and so the people that are receiving the donations of food stop tending the gardens, and then when you withdraw that aid from them, they're in the crap because they haven't grown the food anymore. They got lazy because they were given handouts. It's the always tying your shoelaces for your kid instead of teaching them how to do it themselves. Teaching them how to do it themselves, sure, it's going to take longer, but then they've got that for life and they can always do it for themselves. It's that kind of thing. You might have thought that you were doing the noble thing before, but you actually weren't. It wasn't you weren't empowering the other person. It's that kind of an energy here. So if you've been asking yourself, how come this keeps on happening? How come I keep on having to do this for someone? How come I keep on having to bail people out? How come I keep on being in this cycle? It happens over and over again. I keep on attracting new people. Same thing happens. How come everyone is just so disempowered and such a victim? And I've got to be the one to help them out. Well, it's not true. You don't have to be the one that helps them out, and you're not even helping them. Let them crash. Let them crash. Stop breaking your own heart by stepping in and let them crash. They'll learn. They'll learn how to tie the shoelaces. They will learn how to get that money for themselves. They will learn how to, what were the other things? How to fish. They will learn how to grow, plant the garden so that they've got food to grow. Let them. Trust them. Let them. They'll be fine. You're not here as a savior, a fixer, a helper. And it's often enabling and disempowering when you do that. So stop breaking your own heart. There's something that you're doing and realizing it. I think it's going to be toward the beginning of the month that you're going to realize it. Your part in it. You don't have to keep on providing that thing. You're breaking your own heart by keeping that cycle going. So the world is an end of a cycle, yeah, so that something new can begin. So if you've been asking yourself, Virgo, how come I keep on attracting people like this, these same kind of situations? I would really like people that are empowered, that are doing their own thing. Well, start helping people to do that, be empowered. Take a step back, saying, you've got this. You know, if your kid always comes up to you saying, oh, Mom, help me with this, and you cave in each time, they're not going to do it for themselves. But if you say to them, hey, you're old enough and big enough, you can do it by yourself, just try. They will. It's that. So it's something that you've got to let go of. You know what it is? It's the needing to be needed. It's the feeling some kind of a self-esteem or some worthy or some kind of value from being there and doing it for them. It's like that energy, at the extreme, it's the energy of, I'm the only one that's capable around here and I have to do it because no one else is going to do it. If I don't do it, it's not going to get done. Now, you could have that attitude, or you might have just a little bit of that attitude. We all know that extreme attitude, right? You might have had it yourself. You might have seen it in other people. But this is saying that you've got a bit of that, if not full on that, in your work or around other people. And it's just not true. And it's really obnoxious when we're around people like that, right? As well. So there's something to let go of here. Retreating, let go and retreat. Wow, is what's behind that. You need to retreat from that. You need to like zip it, or just like stop yourself from going there. You need to like, oh God, there's someone in trouble there. They need some money. I just need to lock myself in my bedroom until they've sorted it out, because it's so easy for me to step in there and try and help them out. And I know it's not good for them and it's not good for me. Breaking free of our pattern this month for you, maybe at the start of the month. So Six of Pentacles, then you can get reciprocity, right? Then you can get reciprocity. If you're always willing to step in for other people and enable them, the universe is going to keep on putting people like that, disempowered people in front of you. Then if you're like, why am I not getting anything back from anyone? It's because of that. It's because you've given yourself this role of benefactor, or the mopper up of crap, or the cleaner up of everyone else's nonsense. You don't need to do it, and it's not even helpful. So reciprocity can then come in. Six of Pentacles. Tell us why the Six of Pentacles is here. It doesn't just magically happen when you stay in those patterns. Six of Pentacles and the Two of Voices, but there's choice, and you don't think you've got a choice about it, but you do. Here's the thing, you do. You do have the choice about it. There are reciprocal people. There are people that are empowered, and they can sort the money out, and they grow in their own gardens, and they can fish already, and they can tie their own shoelaces as well. There's capable people out there, but those martyr types that think that they're the only capable person in the world, they will never be around them. They'll always be around the disempowered types, because that's where they get the fuel, that's where they get the supply from. So you feel like you cannot make a choice. It's like you can't see them. They're not even there. Where are they? Well, I would choose the ones that can be reciprocal if they're even there, but they don't even exist. I am the only one. It's not true. The reciprocal people are out there. They just look a little different. And yeah, they look a little different. Less of the helper energy, more of a help yourself kind of energy. What's behind this then? And if you're helping yourself, what will you find? You'll find people that are also helping themselves. I'm not talking about selfish people. I'm talking about people who are healthy. Which, when you think you're being selfless, it's not being selfless being that helper person or the fixer. It's not. But when you think that you're doing that, you think that you're giving, and you think that you deserve it, this reciprocity, it's not an energetic match. And you think that you're being selfless, and that's a good thing. And when you allow yourself to be a bit more selfish, so getting yourself more into a balance, then you're going to be able to recognize other balanced people that you might be writing off as being selfish at the moment, but they're not. They're balanced. They've got a healthy balance, and they take care of themselves. What's behind that is divine timing. So it's the perfect time for you to learn this. It's almost like you needed to go through all the experiences that you've been through to know what true health and balance is in someone, and how to truly help someone properly. Divine timing, I'm just, the eye that's in there, it's intuitively, it's the right time to do this. Your higher self has got something to do with this. It's not like, Virgo, you've not learned this lesson yet? What have you been doing? How come you're not? It's not any judgment like that. It's more the universe and your higher self kept you blindfolded like that to it until now, because you needed to be in it so much to learn from it. And now is the divine timing for you to come out of that and to step into that reciprocity. So in a way, you're kind of right to ask this question: where are the reciprocal people? I'm not seeing them anywhere. The universe has actually been putting, it's the law of attraction too, but the universe has been putting those kind of people around you for you to fully learn this, because you must have much more balance to be gained. You must be a seeker of balance or something like that here. The Emperor, stepping into your power, because you can't have true power. You can't have true power until you've learned this one. Can't truly help people until you've learned this one as well. The Emperor and the Three of Materials. This is about other people, and it's planning with other people, it's learning from other people, and it's teaching other people. So you can't be a teacher until you've done it for yourself, right? You could be a teacher of this stuff, but you need to go through it first. This is planning. It's about your community. It's about those that are around you, and it's about you being a kind of a leader and in control. Wow. In control of yourself first. Ah, okay. I get it now. So the reason, Virgo, that you could have been doing these patterns before is to get, yeah, self-esteem. It could be all of that, but it could be to gain some kind of control. So you might have felt a bit out of control in your life. And so you have people around you that kind of can't pay the bills and they can't tie the shoelaces and they can't fish and they can't whatever. So you always have to step in because you've got a sense of control in that. And so you like being that teacher role for the disempowered kind of thing. But it's not, you don't really like it. Be honest with yourself, you don't really like it. There is something more that you're reaching for. You know there's better situations than that, and there's reciprocal relationships that you could have and all of that. You know that. But to get yourself out of that, you need to recognize what it is that you're doing, right? It's you're being filled with what you're putting out there. And so why are you feeling out of control then? Like this just has it all over it, is that when you once you find this control within yourself, then you can truly teach it, then you can do it for yourself and then you can truly teach it. So what I was just picking up when I went a little bit silent now is it's about your inner child. So why does your inner child feel out of control? You could have had a controlling parent and then you're not realizing that you've stepped into that same energy and you're like, no, because they were really nasty and I'm really nice to people. I'm helping them. I'm doing that. I'm fixing it for them. And it's like, are you, or are you controlling the same as they did? There's an inner child wound here around being controlled, and you've kind of stepped into the same role, and we do it and we don't mean it. We think we're doing the exact opposite, and then we end up in that same role, and then we understand our parents a little bit better because we realize we do the same thing. It's like, oh, they had that same wound and I'm doing the same thing and I totally didn't mean to. I totally meant to do the opposite. Okay, there's that. It's about control. Virgos, yes. And your Virgo patterns of control of I had a Virgo friend that would put all of his CDs in alphabetical order and we would go and mess them up. His best friends, apparently. We were his best friends. But we would like go and I think it was hilarious when he went to the bathroom to go and shuffle all of these CDs around. It was fun. But, all of that kind of thing, it's about control, isn't it? It's about you feeling safe and secure. So your inner child wants to feel safe and secure. So there's a growth path to be had this month. And it feels to me like it's inner child work and feeling safe and secure that is the crux of this. Really. Four of Wands, you've got a celebration here. This could also be marriage too. So you could be trained, you could have been trained to manifest a reciprocal relationship, not someone that you've got a mother or father and take care of, a reciprocal relationship in order to have a marriage, a relationship that lasts. But that, with all of this energy, would be very difficult for you to manifest. I mean, it would be impossible for you to manifest. It's just not possible in that energy. But it is possible if you do what I've been saying, if you retreat from that. So yeah, you've got the heartbreak again. That's why the heartbreak has been going on in romantic relationships. And the Sun card is the card of joy, right? But it's the inner child being joyful. So there's the key, Virgo. You got to make your inner child happy first. And when you make your inner child happy, instead of trying to make everyone else's inner children happy, when you make your own happy, that is when you're going to feel loved and cared for because you're caring for your inner child and you're going to stop grasping for that control and breaking your own heart. Big month for you to break free of emotionally debilitating cycles that just really aren't serving you, and it's keeping you from the relationships that you really want here. It's causing you to be controlling, and you don't mean to be. We know that. Nobody means to be, but, well, I guess some people might, but you don't. I get that. It's the inner child. It's all good. Yeah, don't beat yourself up for it. Like, don't turn this against yourself. Once you find out what it is, don't beat yourself up for it, because that is not loving the inner child. You don't go, oh, I find that my inner child is wounded, and then beat yourself up for it. That's worse. Okay, what's going on in your love life? Virgo, what's going on in your love life? What's going on in Virgo's love life this month? I also do the weekly reads as well, so if you want more help through this, week by week, I publish those on Friday evening, about 6 p.m. Bangkok time. You got retreat. Yeah, I would suggest that too. Disconnecting. While you're going through all of this, if this reading is resonating with you, you're not attracting healthy relationships of any type at the moment. So retreat from that while you're doing this inner work, and love your inner child, and like sort yourself. No, that seems a bit mean. Yeah, just love your inner child and give to yourself first. Get to the crux of this. Luck is on your side. So if you retreat from relationships, so if you pursue your relationship at the moment, it's just going to be more of the same. So I wouldn't do that, because that's banging your head against the wall. Luck is on your side if you focus on this stuff now. Now, if you've got any Sagittarius in your chart, check out their sign, because the Sagittarius word there, the new moon in Sagittarius, just stood out to me. And if you do have Sagittarius that's prominent in your chart, do check those out. I can't remember what theirs was about now, but yeah, it's a message, so I've got to say it. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else for Virgo? Oh, it could be like a dark night of the soul, really, but forgiveness, yeah. Oh, yeah, so you've been attracting the same kinds of people, right, around you. You feel like you've always had to be the noble one, the one that's stepping in. And now you're realizing, oh, it wasn't really the right thing to do. So you're going to have to forgive yourself. You're going to have to forgive them for playing their part in it too. Releasing past hurts. A lot of inner work to do this month, right? What else? Love life stuff. Kisses. Unconditionally loving. Oh, beautiful. Giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So this is about unconditional love. And like I said, you might be surprised and horrified when you find out that what you thought was unconditionally loving was actually enabling, and it wasn't good for them at all, and it's not been love at all. It's been control. Oh, but the important word on this card here, apart from unconditional love, is the receiving, of that unconditional love. So how can you get yourself to the point where you can receive unconditional love from other people? Well, it's through loving your inner child and feeling safe and secure enough, because then you're going to start looking for those people that are doing the same thing, and they're the ones that are able to unconditionally love. In this energy, you've probably been attracting those that are very wounded and not empowered and unable to love. If you're unable to love yourself, you're not able to love everyone else. It feels like you're loving them. It feels like you're unconditionally loving them, but you're not. And I see this. Well, and you will too once you get into this loving the inner child, this self-love thing. As you can see it clearly in other people. A lot of people in the spiritual arena are very wounded and unable, as much as they do stuff for other people or think that they are, they're unable to. It tends to be a lot of projection that's going on, and it's okay. It's a stage, though. It's a stage, and we need to evolve beyond that and grow beyond that into empowerment and knowing ourselves, and that, yeah, empowerment. And that's what you've got here. You are moving into empowerment. The let it go card is coming out then. So there's a lot to let go of, patterns to let go of, and it's big because it's formed part of your personality. You've thought it's part of your personality, and it's not. And it kind of is, but it's not. You're going to find when you let it go, you're going to find a healthy way in the future of expressing that part of you. But right now, it's not being expressed in a healthy way. You've got ambition. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond my mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. So I'm getting that same as I was just saying that. The ambition, this is part of who I am, kind of an energy. I know it's part of who I am. I'm loving and giving. And yeah, I might not have been doing it exactly right. And you'll step into that. I can give a whole lot more now. I can give properly now. I'm loving myself. I recognize that I wasn't. As much as I thought I was at the time, I recognize that I wasn't when I was in other energies. There you have it. That's your reading. Big month for you, Virgo, of healing. There you go. So if you like this reading, don't forget to click like on that button down there. It really helps my channel out. Leave a comment as well. That helps me out too, and I love hearing from you. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that. Click on that notification bell to find out when I'm going live 3 times a week. Would love to see you in Psychic Cafe there. Have the best month ever, and I will see you tomorrow in the Daily Energy Update.